This demonstration, we're just going to have a look at how to configure Exchange ActiveSync policies. So we'll have a look at configuring the mailbox policies. We'll then have a look at configuring our user accounts to use those policies. So what we'll do, into Organization Configuration, into Client Access. On Client Access, we have our Exchange ActiveSync mailbox policies. We've already got one in place. So once this comes through, we should see the default. And what we'll do is we'll just create a new policy. So we'll create a new Exchange ActiveSync policy. Running through the wizard, what we're going to call this one is just EAS, and we're just going to call that policy 1. Now we can allow non-provisionable devices within here as well, so things that aren't fully supported. We'll allow attachments to be downloaded device, yes or no. We can allow users to require a password, again, yes or no. So if we have a look through this, so we've got things like require alphanumeric password and so on down the list here. So enable password recovery in case we forget the password. Require encryption on the device, quite important. Allow simple passwords, minimum password length of 4 characters here. Time without user input to lock the device, and then specify exactly when the password will be expired, and a password history just so we can't use the same passwords over and over again. In the case of select require password checkbox, it will force all accounts to synchronize to have a password. Any mailboxes we have without a password can't be synchronized to a mobile device when this option is enabled. There's also an additional password requirements that we can enable as well, as we can see further down. And like we said, with the enable password recovery, it will enable users to cover their Windows mobile password through the Exchange control panel. Now we've done all of that, click New, click Finish. Password's now configured. So the next thing we need to do with this is just have a look at the general properties. So under the properties, we've got a number of different other tabs we can turn on as well, so we can specify exactly when these policies will refresh, and we'll do that every hour. Clicking on the password tab, we've already had a look at that one, so again we can put in password information. Sync settings, so we can specify what to synchronize, when to synchronize, and how much to synchronize. Specify device settings, so if the device supports it, we can turn off various functionality. Turn on Bluetooth, yes or no. Device applications, so we'll allow the browser, consumer email, unsigned applications, unsigned installation packages. Probably turn that one off to stop people installing applications they shouldn't. Then on the other tab, we can specify what are the allowed applications and what are the blocked applications. Now we've done all of that, we'll just click OK. Next thing to do is just set up a user to use this policy. So in my recipient configuration, scroll this down a little bit. Have a look at Scott, so we'll double click on Scott. Once we get in here, we'll have a look at his mailbox features. And then within his mailbox features, we can see he already has ActiveSync enabled, which is the default setting for all users. Browse through here, and we'll set him up to use the Exchange ActiveSync policy. Click OK. Click OK, and then just click OK. Now that we've got this policy in place, next thing that will happen is the next time that Scott's device synchronizes with Exchange, it will enforce the policy. So that's the end of this demonstration.